Oh boy, we're getting into that territory of autistic headcanons. You know, the kind where people instinctively discount it because that person is an alien, or that person is magic, without actually analyzing what you're saying. Well, I mean, I guess Peridot is technically like that too. I don't know. Leave me alone. This video is about Star Butterfly.
Who are you?
I'm a magical princess from another dimension.
Star Butterfly is the teenage princess of Muni. On her 14th birthday, she receives the Butterfly Wand, a magical heirloom passed through her family. When it becomes clear she's not yet mature enough to handle its power, she's sent to Earth to train. There, she and her best friend Marco Diaz have magic adventures, fight evil monsters, and endure endless shipping drama.
What?
Remember how I said Elle was the stim king? He might just have some competition. Star's notable stims are chewing her wand, flapping her hands, bouncing up and down, gargoyle sitting, and using raptor hands. You could honestly make a drinking game out of her stims, but I don't recommend it unless you feel like dying. For the most part, I don't notice sensory differences in Star, but there is one thing I think might be worth mentioning. When Oscar's music is so loud it hurts everyone's ears, Star is the only one not bothered. It implies she might be hyposensitive to sound rather than hyper. Of course, this is the only instance I could find of this, so it might be a fluke. Let me know if you noticed any similar scenes. Star takes everything literally.
Ludo, how did you know I was here?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, that's why I asked.
Like most things in this video, I could give endless examples. However, the most obvious one is when Star is learning to dip down. Glossaryx's stew metaphor goes so far over her head it's in another dimension.
Oh, my wand isn't a spoon, it's a wand.
It's a metaphor, Star.
No, it's a wand.
Fine, it's a wand.
Now you're getting it.
Get it? Okay, look, you can do magic without your wand. You just have to dip down, you know?
When trying to understand what dipping down even means, she makes several attempts that involve literally bending down to use what she finds on the floor. Her mom tells her in order to access her magic, she'll have to summon everything she has. Star confidently misunderstands this as using all her material objects to bust down the closet door. We can all agree Star is a pretty bizarre person. Normally, I chalk it up to happy-go-lucky main character syndrome, but it goes beyond that. She struggles heavily with social cues. Not only does she have little sense of what's socially acceptable, it's hard for her to understand other people's emotions. When she first meets Marco, she doesn't realize he doesn't want to be her friend, despite him running away from her in fear. In a later episode, she mistakenly believes she's invited to Brittany's birthday party. Upon arriving, Brittany angrily asks what she's doing there, only for Star to reply,
Nothing yet, I just got here.
Here we can see Star has trouble reading facial expressions and body language. Also, despite the two having conflict in past episodes, it didn't occur to her that Brittany does not like her and wouldn't want her around. Also, this is another instance of her responding literally. Star frequently exhibits Palo Alia, which is a speech pattern common in autistics. It's defined as the repetition of words, phrases, or sentences.
Look! It's my name! It's my name! Yeah, totally. Let's go! Yeah, totally.
It's a small detail, but it makes me love this headcanon even more, because, at least in my perspective, it's kind of rare to find a character who displays this, even if they're canonically autistic. Star has focusing issues. When she's not incredibly interested in something, her mind will often wander no matter what she does. At the same time though, she can become hyper-focused on things. Examples include when she was stalking Gustav, when she wanted to buy a magic wand, or when she was waiting for Oscar to call her. When Star hyper-focuses on something, it almost entirely consumes her mind, to the point of ignoring her need to sleep. An autistic trait I see talked about less commonly is impulsivity. Star often finds herself in trouble due to how quickly she jumps into things. She doesn't seem to think things through very much, which admittedly changes as the show goes on, but it's clearly not a natural instinct. One of the things that really makes this headcanon click for me is Star's experience with learning magic. Traditionally structured teaching doesn't work for her. She struggles to perform basic spells. But when Baby tests her, it's discovered that Star actually has an incredibly high amount of power. She just needs to do things in her own way to tap into that. It's why her title is Star the Underestimated. A near universal struggle of neurodivergency is that the school system is not made with you in mind. When you aren't able to keep up, it's easy for others to look down on you. But like Star, many neurodivergent people are able to flourish if allowed to work within parameters that work for their brains.
My queen, your training was different because Star is different.
People are quick to brush off some of these things as a cultural difference. And yeah, sometimes things are down to that. There was a whole episode where Star misunderstood Echo Creek's football game as a literal war. However, when it comes down to it, Earth and Muni aren't all that different. Humans react to Star's antics in the same way as humans. If all of this is down to her being from another dimension, then why don't other humans have the same issues? Well, I guess River is a bit of an exception. Wait, autism is genetic, isn't it? Next video? No, I'm not gonna be doing that.
Wait, I don't want you to go. I want you to stay with us.
Really?